Well, not all workarounds work actually around. Okay, so I have been trying to go live since about 1 o'clock, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna set this mic up because I got the cable from Amazon. I think would connect it. Da-da. Connected it, it wouldn't pick it up. It would actually pick up the sound of the cable getting plugged in and plugged out, but it wouldn't do the mic. And this mic does not have a power button. It's supposed to be plug and play. But I was trying to avoid having to buy a sound board like for like DJs use. Um, Obviously not that fancy one, but I was trying to do a workaround of just getting like a mic jack plugging cord that was an adapter to this thing, and it didn't work. So, I mean, I spent like 3 hours trying to figure out if I had done this even right because I don't know what I'm doing. So now I'm gonna have to buy the little soundboard, and hopefully that works. But I did figure out why. Hi guys, I did figure out why I didn't connect to YouTube. So we got that. Hopefully we got that sorted. We're not on the machine right now. We're on with the regular streaming thing that we normally do. I now don't have a lot of time to go live with you guys. Look, I went and got clay. I thought this was going to be regular clay. It's all cloud dough. It's all the air whipped clay, which is actually easier to work with and lighter weight, but it's not exactly what I wanted, but I don't care. It was cheap. It was like, I think this was $10 for this. Wouldn't this be kind of a cool thing? Maybe I'll send this to my air dry clay lady and be like, can we get this for swag bag? Because how fun would this be for a swag bag? I've never asked for it like in this kind of an option before. I'll ask her. That'd be a cool swag bag. It's really cool. Look at all these colors you get for doing your 3D things. You have this? Oh yeah, it was on Amazon. I think it was like $10. How fun would that be? I probably can't get it. It's probably gonna cost me $10 to get that from my manufacturer. Anywho. So that's what I found with those 40 ounces. I'm like, make these, make these, make these. And then what they sell them to me is basically what they sell them for on Amazon. So I'm like, I mean, guys, you're welcome for the cool idea for the 40-ounce acrylic snow globes, but yeah, could you sell them at actual wholesale price and not just what you're selling them for on Amazon, what they're being sold for on Amazon? So somebody's getting them and just charging like 30 cents more on Amazon. It's crazy. So anywho, if you've not been on the website, you guys, quickie, I did not go live yesterday. Yesterday was crazy. I decided to go to SeaWorld with the girls. We ended up taking my neighbors and my nephew's son. So it was me and I have 3, 4, 5, and 6 kids. My neighbor went, but she's a grandma and she's not able-bodied. She's handicapped. So it was me versus 6 kids. It was wonderful, but I was in hardcore mom mode. They're like, do you have fun when we do this, mom? I was like, yeah. Like, this isn't for me. We're not here for me. If it was for me, we would just be like watching the movie on the couch and cleaning the house. Because if I get free time, I need to clean the house. But I'm like, this is your fun Valentine's Day. So we're doing it for you guys. But they had a blast. Oh my gosh, the kids had so much fun. And my neighbor's little granddaughter had never been to SeaWorld. And so she had a great time. We let her kind of decide what she wanted to do because we've all been, Forrest has been, she'd never been. So we kind of did her things. We're like, do you want to go see penguins or turtles? And so it was really cute. So we did that. So I did not get live yesterday, but I did just put some new stuff on sale. So if you've already been on the website in the like last hour, I know I was fiddling around. You might have getting notifications from the lives that I was coming live. And that's because I was trying to come live using my machine. And so I was like programming a live in and then trying to ping it and get it set up and then realizing the mic wasn't triggering. So there was a couple pings. So I know that people have been shopping because everyone sees the ping and they go straight to today's deals to see what hit. So there are a bunch of sale items under today's deals right now. I added new 50% off UVDTFs. I moved whatever was left from the other 50% off items on sale up to the top so they're easy to find. I put on so what we're trying to do is actually reduce the amount of bulky items and things that are in the warehouse that take up a lot of space or that we don't sell a lot of. And when we first brought in the starter sourdough kits, we sold a ton of them. We probably sold 200, I think. And then the Danish dough whisks, we sold like 200 of them. And then I got the restock kits. I was like, I didn't get one. I was like, okay, I'll restock them. And then I restocked them, and then like 3 people bought them. So we have these big boxes of these sourdough starter kits and the Danish dough whisks, and we are trying to condense down because we are trying to move out of the warehouse into the 3-bedroom studio house thing that I use for my studio. Ivan has packed up my stuff. He's like, Summer, you have so much supplies. I'm like, I know. That's why I need it, because I don't want to have to keep buying stuff here because I know I have it there, like the gold leaf. I'm like, I know I have it there. Um, so I know I have one. I know I'm aware of how much craft stuff I have. So he's boxing all that up so that the warehouse can move in there. So we need to condense down and kind of get rid of some stuff. So I put the sourdough starter kits and the Danish dough whisks on 50% off today. They are bulky. Those sourdough starter kits, you cannot even get that blade for $10. So you're getting the starter jar and the what do they call it? The dowel, the blade that you cut like the designs in the top of your sourdough in, and my Danish dough whisk. If you have not started sourdough, or if you do sourdough and you're not using a Danish dough whisk, highly recommend it. And then the starter jar, fantastic. It's like perfect size for your fridge. I bought one for here. I don't know what I was thinking. It takes too much space up in my refrigerator. It's making me crazy because it takes this. I bought a big wide one. It's like, oh, you big mouth, and it's easy. Oh my gosh, it's a pain because it takes up whole space of like a gallon jug of milk. So I'm gonna be. I don't want to have Melissa send me a new sourdough starter kit jar because I know I know I have this. It's just packed. I haven't unpacked it. It's in the garage somewhere. So I'm just like, oh. So the sourdough UVDTF, the sourdough starter kit, the Danish dough whisk are all on 50% off. If you know somebody who's been looking into getting sourdough, grab this, okay? Because this is like a $35 deal that you can get for, I think it's $17. So I marked them 50% off today. And then I marked a bunch more UVDTFs half price. I actually physically marked them down. So if you're part of the UVDTF club, you can use your coupon code. Okay. There's still RBDs that are on sale. And then there are coupon codes. The coupon codes are only going to be active for a few more hours. They are the, buy the turquoise party, get the single color rhinestones, Capri AB stones for free, buy the bees and brushstrokes resin rhinestone tumbler bundle and get the honeycomb coaster for free. And then buy the blushing unicorn UVDTF sheet and get the beaded mandala UVDTF sheet for free. Okay. Those 6 items are on the buy this, get that. The coupon codes for that are right at the top of today's deal. So if you go over to, hi Allison, if you go over to today's deals, and you sort by featured, the coupon code list of the codes that you need are right there. And it tells you what to add to your cart and what not to. Now, if you scroll past that a little bit, I normally, when we first launch them, I put the 6 items right past the coupon code. So it'll show the coupon codes and then it shows those 6 items. I moved the 50% off items in front of them. So go down until you start seeing, you'll see everything marked 50% off. Then you're going to see the music note rhinestone set. Okay, you're going to see the music note rhinestone set. This is so cute. I should use this one. This is such a nice one. The the music note rhinestone set. Right after that, you're going to see turquoise party, single color rhinestones, bees and brushstrokes, honeycomb, blushing unicorn, beaded mandala. So those are the 6 things. You buy one thing, you get something free. Read the description of the coupon code listing. Hi, Allison. I hope when you're shopping, you're using all these coupon codes and discounts. Save a boatload. Hi, everyone. So I'm not going to be crafting on this live. It is my parents' anniversary today. We're going to go out to dinner with them in just a few minutes. I kept trying to come live since about 1 o'clock today, but I've been having technical difficulties because you guys don't get to see this very often. But look how pretty she is. I'm all set up. We have this is my live streaming thing that I've had. That's a couple $1,000s that I've had for like 3 years that I've like just bucked up against learning how to use it because it's technology, but I've been learning how to use it for the last like 6 months. I got my fancy microphone that I've actually had for 8 years because I bought it when we first started YouTubing, but I never hooked it up because it's, technology. Then I have a field monitor. This is eventually going to have all the comments streaming on it. So I don't have to, when you guys are facing down, I can still see comments. So this is my field monitor. It's going to show comments. Then we're going to have this camera set up overhead. I've moved it out of the way, but it's going to be set up straight overhead. And then we're going to have a camera straight on, and then we're going to have cameras set up to the side. And I actually think I'm going to have a camera behind me so that we can change angles so that when I'm behind me, if I set up my heat press or whatever, I'll have another camera off to the side with the heat press under the, so I don't have to constantly move the camera. I will have multiple cameras set up. And on this fancy little gadget, I just have to click a different screen. So I would just click to HDMI 1, HDMI 2, HDMI 3. So I can have up up to, I think, five or six cameras on here. And so I can have them all set up there, and I can just go bink, and it would shift your angle. It's going to be super nice. I've already tested it without going live. I've tested it and it works beautifully. I just haven't been able to get to go live properly because it's not picking up sound. And it wasn't going live. I still can't figure out why it's not going active live on all of my I'm clicking to go into Facebook page, group, my personal page, and the YouTube channel, and it's not going into all of them. I figured out the YouTube one, so that should be working now. You look cute. Can you put some pants on?
I did.
Okay. Can you tuck this in a little bit so that you can see your wearing pants? And you can
Okay.
you zippy zipped. Go like that.
Okay.
Do a French tuck. Okay.
Okay.
And zip your zippy. Okay. So we are working on it. So that consumed a lot of my time today. But look how pretty she is. She's nice and smooth. She's got a couple little bumps, very, very mild little bumps, but she's ready to rock and roll for the next stages. Okay. Looks like a golden goose egg. It's awesome. All right. So we are gonna rock and roll. I gotta get these kids in the car, but make sure I know I did a whole new top too. And so make sure you jump onto today's deals because there's a lot of stuff on 50% off right now. All right. And make sure to use those coupon codes. They are only valid until 11:59 Central Time today. Okay. So at 11:59 Central Time. So you got to shop real quick and get all those freebies in there. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.